Welcome to episode 28 or 9 of the Sober Stretch podcast. It's been a couple of weeks. We are back. If you have any kind of issue with alcohol, we are the podcast for you. If you're an alcoholic, binge drinker, party animal, out of control, we will sort you out. My name is Gary. I'm 10 years sober. My co-host is Craig, 2 years. Craig, Merry Christmas. Good morning.
Morning, mate. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm working this afternoon and I'm in proper Christmassy mode. So...
Still?
yeah. Well, I'm in decorations in the house, kids playing with the presents.
Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling it this year. This has been my favourite Christmas in ages, actually. It's been really nice.
Good. Good.
How
That's
was
what I
yours?
mean. Mine was nice. Like Christmas Day itself was nice, but and I saw some other my nephew's niece and that on 27th. But I'm done with it, mate. Done with it. Just want to go back to normal. I need to have kids, mate. I told you, I need to have fucking kids to start enjoying Christmas.
I mean, it does make a massive difference if you're not massively into it, and I wasn't. And it is improving with the years. Oh, mate, my daughter got like a Frozen microphone sing-along thing. I can't watch her. It's too much. It's too much emotionally. She's like,
Really?
let it go, and she's shy, and she's not shy generally, but she was shy on the first morning, and I just broke. I was like, oh
Yeah. Oh,
it's
I
a bit different to
literally
10
know
years
what
ago,
you mean.
like waking up with my fucking head caving in.
Oh no. But I don't know what it is with kids, man. Like it's just so much life there, isn't there? And they're so innocent, and I don't
Yeah,
know,
it's
man.
good.
They don't have to go for any of this shit.
But you know what, right? I'm so glad I made the decision not to drink, because I don't want them to see. I just don't want them to see it or smell it or see me under the influence of it. I just don't want it. So, like,
100%.
I look back now and I think the best thing I ever did was kick the sauce.
100%, my man. Best thing for them, best thing for you.
Yeah.
Cool. So today's episode, we're gonna basically just talk about the fresh start. So obviously going into a new year, just had Christmas. Have you had a horrible Christmas where you've seshed every day, or did you take it easy and now you want to know what to do for the rest of the year, how to plan for the year? So basically, yeah, it's just about having a good go of it next year, really. I think it's a good time to reset, isn't it? And get ready, have your plan in place, and then hit it hard in January.
Yeah, and I think I'm sure Sober January has been helpful for many people, but I wouldn't be planning a Sober January if I wanted to get sober. I wouldn't be planning, I'm going to do Sober January and hope that builds up momentum for February. I just fuck it off. Like, it's too much. It's an additional pressure you don't need.
Yeah, man.
Because January, you like, it's in your head as like this 30-day block. And we've spoken about it before. What happens on the 1st of February? And you will see it as a 30-day block. It's not just one day at a time taking care of business, is it? And then suddenly you're getting close to the end of the month. Like, what is the plan? Why don't you make a proper plan to cut it out of your life? Because if you listen to this, that's what you want, isn't it?
100%. Yeah, it's easy to have great intentions and then set targets that are too high, fail, and then you just feel or overwhelm yourself, and then fail, and then back to square one, and then you doubt yourself and think that you can never ever ever achieve it. So what you always say will stick with me is just the one day at a time. I think that's the best way of going forward, to be honest with you. Just one day at a time. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, but have a plan of where you want to be in 3 months' time and then in 6 months' time. I think it's good to have a plan of where you want to be and what you'll be up to if you do the baby steps right.
Yeah, I think you take care of the baby steps regarding alcohol, but the plan maybe should be, as you move forward, what's your life plan as well as a sober plan?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
What would you like to achieve by the 30th of June, first half of the year,
exactly.
as a person? And then you can dovetail that with the sobriety plan.
100%.
And then you've got like goals and ambitions and things to strive for, not just like clinging on like, oh God, I can't do it today. It's like, no, you got to see a
Yeah,
bigger picture. You've got good shit ahead of you.
hundred
Work out what
percent.
you want.
It will be a new focus, won't it? Because you're going to have a lot of spare time,
Yeah.
a lot of spare time, and it will make the whole process easier as well. If you because you're not, like you said, you're not just going to be clinging on for dear life. You're going to be excited about what the future holds and what you can do.
Yeah, because I think most people don't realize what version of you is coming if you stay sober.
Yeah,
It's not just a non-drinking version of yourself, is it? You take all the good from sobriety and prolonged sobriety, and you end up channeling that newfound, I don't know, goodness, for want of a better word, into being a better person, creating goals, striving towards them, getting healthier, getting mentally healthier.
yeah, man.
It's a total overhaul, and that's how it should be viewed at the beginning when you embark on it. You shouldn't be thinking, "Oh fuck." You should be slow, steady,
Yeah,
not get overwhelmed, deal with today, and also have a bigger picture.
yeah, 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 yeah. And even for like the people that, because when you open up with this, you say this is one for the problem drinkers, this is one for the people that literally wake up and have a drink. There's so many different types of drinkers, but for the guys and girls that are teetering on the edge, they're not sure, they know that they might have a problem, but it doesn't rule their life, but it's enough for them to realize that, shit, yeah, I might have a little problem. For people like that to have goals to take your mind off the drinking is going to be a huge thing. And when you realize that there's more to life than just getting through the day to be able to have a glass of wine at the end,
Hmm.
you'll be like, what the fuck? There's actually more to life.
Yeah, that's such a big thing, though, the more to life, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because if alcohol dominates, and it doesn't dominate in people just like us who drank, most waking minutes, it,
Mm.
it, it dominates, like you say, those people that are clinging on for 6:30 to get home and have a glass of wine or their first pint or blah, blah, blah. That is dominating because it dominates thoughts, not just time. So if
Yeah.
your thoughts are dominated by it, then you've got a serious problem.
100%. 100%. It's, oh, I don't know. It's like the culture and that. But the thing is, there's going to be so many people that have these good intentions and say, right, I'm going to go January without drinking. So this is how their year starts. They're feeling fucked because they've just smashed it every day of the Christmas.
Yeah.
And when I say they, I mean this was me as well. It's going to be
Yeah.
right. This is it. I'm gonna obviously drink today, drink tomorrow, drink New Year's Eve, and then that's me done, finished. But where you've sort of caned it for so long, I mean, what is it? People would have caned it for 2 weeks, wouldn't they?
I would have thought so, yeah.
In December, even if it's just a week, and then you say, right, from January, that's it. I'm not going to drink. I'm going to get on the gym. I'm going to go running, go walking. I'm only going to eat healthy food. It's a lot of change, and your body is going to be like, what the fuck is going on here? And you're just going to feel like you need to have a drink or you need to eat some shit food. Or so I think doing it in baby steps, bit by bit, is definitely the way forward. Maybe just cut out the drinking. That's the one thing. You don't have to stop drinking, stop smoking,
Mm,
stop fast food all at once. You take care of the drinking first, because I feel like drinking is the root, isn't it, of all evil.
yeah.
You know, a lot of people won't smoke as much as if they didn't drink.
Also, yeah, or get on the gear or be a
Exactly.
knobhead or whatever. Yeah. So it is the root, really.
Yeah,
If you're drinking all day, you're more likely to smoke 28 cigs, aren't you?
yeah,
But ordinarily you might smoke six. So I agree
exactly.
with, like, if drinking is what you want to do, stop drinking is what you want to do. Prioritize that above everything else.
Yeah,
because you're going to get
exactly.
that little kicker and boost from feeling good if you can get through the first week or two. And don't underestimate them at how much momentum you can gather quickly. You know, if you get a couple of weeks under your belt in January by taking baby steps and only focusing on not drinking and only worrying about that, then you're more likely to be able to push on from there to, you know, maybe quit smoking in the middle of February, you know. But I think anything that includes overwhelm with drinking is dangerous because it's all about this reward, isn't it? You do.
Yeah,
It's a reward system when you're drinking,
dopamine. Yeah, dopamine,
and you're
isn't it?
just gagging to get through the day. What, you're going to cut out the cigarette as well, and you're suddenly going to start eating salads, and every single
Yeah,
angle that you turn, you're like, oh fuck, I have to rigidly stick to this,
yeah,
otherwise
man.
all of my plans are gone, and then I'll just drink. Fuck it, I'll drink again.
Exactly. And then everything goes out the window. Instead of you just trying to accomplish one thing,
And it can
you're
go out the
trying to
window in
climb
one night.
mountains. Yeah, you're trying to climb mountains before you can even walk.
Yeah.
I said to one of my clients, because I've just stopped nicotine. I've bored everyone to tears on my Instagram of it. But quitting nicotine is literally the hardest fucking thing. Like, for me, it's harder than giving up alcohol, which is mad, which is mental. I know you said you're different. You didn't get many side effects or withdrawals, whatever.
From
But
cigarettes.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, yeah. No, I was all right at the beginning. I found it harder a few months down the line.
it's weird. But yeah, one of my clients said to me about giving up smoking, quitting drinking, and getting to the gym, and I said to him, mate, I said I wouldn't bother with the. I mean, it sounds bad for me to say, but I said to him I would hold off with smoking, because if you're going to quit drinking, go to the gym and do everything, you're just destined to fail. Do you know what I mean? Your body can't. You can, but you'd have to be some character, and it won't be
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. And your mind, you know, it's a load for your mind, isn't it? It's a
Yeah,
mental and physical load that maybe you're not ready for, especially after.
it's more mental, isn't it?
Yeah, because New Year follows Christmas so quickly, the pressure to eradicate everything on on the 1st of January is just massive. I'm sure you're the same. I would always try and sit right. I'm not going to drink. And come lunchtime on the 1st of January, I was drinking
Yeah, yeah,
because I
yeah,
couldn't take the pressure. I was like, I can't do it.
yeah.
I can't do it. I can't. Because it wasn't just I was right. I'm going to stop smoking. I'm going to stop drinking. I'm not going to do any recreational fun things. I'm going to go running. And then by midday on fucking 1st of January, I was like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to the pub,
Fuck this.
baby. Like,
Fuck this.
yeah. So the overload can, and what happens then You know, if you're a heavy drinker, and 2nd of January is a Friday, you're going to drink, aren't you? Because oh well, I drank yesterday, so you know,
And that's
focus on
just,
what's your priority. You know, maybe you're a heavy smoker and an alcoholic, and you're coughing up so much phlegm and bile every morning at the moment that you think, oh, I really need to stop. You know, you have to prioritize. You have to look
yeah,
at your own life, don't you, and
exactly,
decide. We can't hold your
exactly,
hand through it all, but you know, everybody knows what needs to go first.
exactly. And what's actually sad is you have all these plans and you can see your future and you know where you want to be and everything looks so fucking glorious. You're making these plans whilst you're having a couple of drinks. And then what you've done is you've overwhelmed yourself, you've folded on the first weekend of January, and that is how your year has started. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What's your what's the rest of your year going to look like if that's how you've started the year?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look great, does it? And a week before that, you had all these amazing plans of what you were going to do for the year. You know, so I feel like just that first week could be the difference of you going on 3 holidays that year or spending every week down the pub.
Yeah, wow. When
I
you look
think
at it
that's
like
how
that,
important it could be.
yeah.
if you just get through the first month, second month, third month, all the money you've saved, building momentum all the fucking time. And then, yeah, man, if
It's
you
not just
start it
that,
wrong.
is it? Sorry, finish off there.
No, that's it.
Yeah, because it's not just the pressure of that you put on yourself. There are other things, right? We live in Britain. It's cold and it's miserable, and you go back to work and it's still dark in the evenings.
Mm-hmm.
So it's naturally harder to motivate yourself and be up. You know, less daylight hours, less
Yeah, man.
open to sunlight. Your mood is already low.
Yeah.
Last thing you need is some kind of early failure that's
Oh,
just
no.
going to, you know, like make everything unravel
Mm-hmm.
emotionally. You know, oh no, I fucked it in the first day. I don't know. I'm really
Yeah.
it's kind of going off on a tangent here, but yeah, with the weather and the misery of January and that cold, grey, damp, sad feeling, you can't be like planning to change your whole life.
No,
It's
no, no.
just stupid, man. Not off the back of lethargy, laziness, you know, flopping around at Christmas, and then just suddenly you're going to become fucking Superman.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you want? Do you want to stop drinking? Okay, focus on that on the 1st of January.
No, it's too true. And it sounds like we're being fucking the what do you call it? The joy killers. Do you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what I mean? We're not killing your dreams. That's not what it's meant to sound like, but it's good advice. Because I mean, if you're an impulsive person like us, who has a bit of ADHD, whatever, you're gonna commit to so much, and then it's just gonna be too much for you. Like,
Yeah.
bear in mind, you are like you said, you're human. You're not Batman.
Yeah, I mean, we're not doom, you know, like the bringers of doom, but it's just sensible, logical advice not to overwhelm yourself.
Uh-huh.
And it's really interesting. Yesterday, so for Christmas, I got. I'm a bit of a clean freak, and I enjoy cleaning. And for Christmas, I got one of those condensation removers. So you clean the window with soap, and then you like it's one of those chargeable ones, and you just pull it down, and it removes all the condensation. It's mega. I'm well into it. And I did a reel yesterday of me cleaning the windows about having ADHD, and I did a poll in the story on my SoberNSound page, and I think it was the most engagement I'd ever had on a post on a story, and 200, and the options were uh, ADHD and drinking is fucks me up.
Yeah.
I've gotten a grip on both, and the other option was ADHD and alcohol. What the fuck are you talking about? So 200 people nearly clicked ADHD and alcohol fuck me up. 200 on one story. I've never had a response on a story like that before. So I started to think, I mean, how many people,
Yeah,
how many
man.
alcoholics have ADHD?
It would be fucking interesting.
It would be, wouldn't it? Like massively. The numbers will be staggering. So my point being, really, if you've got ADHD and a drink problem, and you think you're going to conquer all these things in the
Yeah,
first day of
man.
the new year,
Yeah.
it's not going to happen, man.
Yeah. I feel that's like it's funny how it's all just coming out now and it wasn't talked about years ago, but I feel like it's so fucking obvious that I was riddled with ADHD without knowing, because just of the way that I am, like even when I smoke or like when I vape, I'll be waking up in the middle of the night and hitting my vape and then going back to sleep. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's just not fucking normal. Everywhere I'll go, and then it's the same with drinking. I literally cannot just have one drink. I cannot drink a beer like this. I just couldn't do it. I'm literally, boom, smash the whole thing down me, and then on to the next one.
Yeah, yeah.
Until I feel pissed and I physically can't.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
I just feel like that's such an ADHD trait,
Of
just
course
to,
it is, man.
mate,
Cram that dopamine into me
yeah,
now. Yeah.
mate, even when I buy packs of chewing gum, I'll get rid of the whole lot. Like, straight away. Yeah.
Really? That's that. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
probably mental.
Yeah.
I get it with biscuits, like caning 12 biscuits in three
Oh,
minutes.
mate. Yeah, food's the same.
Same, man. Same. It's crazy. So, like, you know, you got to be wary. And if you don't have ADHD, or you never even thought you might, but you got a drink problem, maybe look into ADHD as well.
Yeah.
You know, and then
Mind you.
find that you're mega fucked.
Oh, mate. Yeah. The thing is, though, I've been down that rabbit hole, man, and it's like, I've heard people say it's like a 3-year waiting period. It's like, and then it's also like, I'm 32 now. I've got through far. I've got this far without having a label on me. Do I need another one?
Maybe not a label, but maybe you need to be able to deal with it and cope with it better.
That's true.
Like the label, you can do what you will with the label. I've found strangely that, you know, I'm nearly 11 years sober, and I'm starting to see how ADHD affects my life just in the last couple of years.
That's what I mean. It's mad.
It's yeah, it's and the waiting lists are bonkers, like for anything at the moment. So yeah, maybe
Or
it's
it, or it'll cost you thousands.
or yeah, explore that avenue. But you know, I think I'm going to do more content next year on ADHD and alcohol because I'm really interested in it. And there was a lot. One of the like 20 people replied to that thing going, "Eh, what are you on about?" So there's 20 people out there that have seen
Yeah.
that. Never mind all the other people in the fucking country who are
Yeah.
like,
No.
"Eh, what? There's a connection." So yeah, it's interesting.
Well, Dapper laughs. He's
Mm.
he's said it quite a lot on that because he's mad ADHD and he was obviously a gearhead drinker, and he says about how it affected his life. But if that is you, then you need to occupy yourself in another way, don't you?
Yeah, but you need to address it as well.
100%. No, I
Because I'm
agree.
sober, but my ADHD still is debilitating. Procrastination, explosive
Oh,
temper.
mate. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, countless things, countless things that don't no that affect my life negatively enough that I want to deal with it. That's why I've been taking those mushroom drops. Really taking an edge off my my whirring brain and my propensity to like get wound up quickly. Really made a difference. So there are ways and things out there. If you do find you've got ADHD,
Are the mushroom
biohacking.
drops still good?
Mate, do you know what? I ran out yesterday. Truthfully, I've got my monthly subscription.
That's like when you finish your last beer.
No money, no money, no beer. But they're due to arrive today, I think, or tomorrow in the pub. Well, not today; it's Sunday, isn't it? And I've not taken them today. And I was just reheating some coffee before I came up here to do this, and I felt tired. And I haven't felt tired once at that time of the day, not even at 7 p.m. every time I'm taking them. And I was starting to wonder, I was like, oh, am I even feeling the benefits of it? But today I'm just so obvious. It's so obvious that without it, I'm different.
All right. I mean, there's worse things to be addicted to, but you're addicted to mushroom drops.
Yeah. I'm addicted to everything, basically. Anything that is titillating or whatever. Yeah, man. It's bad.
What what are what are they meant to do for your mind or for your brain?
So there are different ones. I'm taking three. The lion's mane is for brain cognition. So like, more acute. It's like oil for your brain, basically. So it eliminates that procrastination feeling or situation. It sharpens up your cognition in that you're able to focus better and concentrate for longer and get going, which is for me is massive. Once I get going, sometimes I can be all right, but getting going is almost
Yeah, bro.
impossible. And I found this has helped me get going.
Good.
So when I'm not at work, as in my job, and I'm at home doing sober and sound on a Tuesday morning, until recently, it might take me 2 hours to even start one task. But
Yeah,
now
yeah, yeah.
I'm now just like boom, computer, laptop, boom, film, record, script, whatever. I'm just
Really,
yeah, amazing.
mate. I'm exactly like that. It can take me like I was meant to go for a run before this. Do you know
No,
what I mean?
yeah, just static staring. But yeah,
Yeah, man.
I'll send you the link, man. It's really interesting. But I'm taking 3 for different things. One's for energy, and the other one's for like immune system and whatnot. So yeah, I want to get healthy.
Quadriceps, is it?
Cordyceps, yeah,
Cordyceps.
more or less.
Cordyceps, fucking hell. Yeah, it's interesting.
Like
I've
what?
ordered, I've ordered something, but they ain't turned up.
Uh,
Some type,
frustrating.
some type of mushrooms.
Well, if it's a magical kind, let me know.
Yeah, mate. I don't think I'll be very productive. Hopefully not.
I mean, I think going back to January and fresh start. We did that sober Christmas episode a little while ago, and there will have been people that have stayed sober. I've had messages on SoberNSound, "Oh mate, I stayed sober," or and I've seen a lot of relapse kind of posts and comments as well.
Yeah,
So that people that will have made it through. If you've made it through this far,
well done.
well done. And if you listened to our advice or happened to be doing that anyways, early December and started then, well, I would assume you're feeling good about January. If you have fucked it or relapsed or just carried on drinking, go easy on yourself.
Yeah,
Because the next couple of weeks with New Year and back to work is brutal. It's not fun. Nobody
yeah,
likes going back to work. Go easy on yourselves. Forgive yourself
yeah,
and start again.
yeah.
Because one of these days it will fucking stick if you want it
100%.
enough. Because if you want it enough, that's when you go down the route of, oh, oh, planning to get off the drink. That's weird. I never thought of that. So there is always hope. There is always another opportunity to redeem yourself,
Yeah,
and the fucking time is now.
yeah. It's a step in the right direction. I actually, I actually read something yesterday. Funnily enough, and it's scientifically proven that the more attempts you have, the more failed attempts. It's not a bad thing. People think it's a bad thing and think, oh fuck, I'm never going to be able to kick this. But it's actually scientifically proven that you are more likely to quit the more attempts you have.
Makes
Not
sense.
many people will nail it on the first time.
Oh god, I mean, who got sober at their first attempt?
Nah, nah. I mean, think how many times people say I'm never drinking again every Monday. I reckon
I
that's
mean,
one of the most common phrases in England on a Monday morning.
not
I'm
in the
never drinking
office,
again.
in the kitchen. Oh yeah, I'm never drinking again.
Yeah, man. But no, you're so right. Like, go easy on yourself. Give yourself a break. Don't beat yourself up because that's not going to help you in any way. All it's going to do is make you feel fucking worse for yourself, and you're going to value yourself less, and then you're going to give less of a fuck about yourself, and then you're just going to do the worst things possible.
Indeed, the lack of self-worth is massive, isn't it? Because that's
Yeah,
what it amounts to. With booze being a depressant, and if it's in your system, your lack of self-worth and your self-esteem just goes down the pan in parts of your life, like, or moments of your life where you have quiet time and you're thinking deeply, you and you feel like shit, and you have a really low view on yourself. All right, channel that, channel that into, I'm never going to be feeling like this again. So if you were doing it all over again, starting
yeah,
today,
yeah.
what would your first steps be?
So based on the drinking, I would take one day at a time for the first month. So the first month would literally be one day at a time, and that would be my goal. So basically, get through January one day at a time, and I would not put any more pressure on myself. I wouldn't worry about fucking going on runs or changing my diet or doing everything like that. My sole thing would be to get through one day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
From January, once I built up a bit of momentum, I would look to incorporate some form of fitness in there as well, and try and eat some healthier food. this isn't purely just related about health and fitness, by the way. It's not
Yeah,
it's not my inner PT coming out of me, but it's just, we've said it before about how important exercise and movement of the body is, and being outside. It's serotonin, isn't it?
yeah,
And when you stop drinking, it's a scientific fact that you're not going to get them endorphin hits anymore, or them dopamine hits anymore, are you?
mm,
Your brain will stop producing it unless you do things. So just sitting in your bed all day, rotting, is not going to help. Nothing's going to get better, because you're probably then at that point going to think, "Oh, I've done a month. Why do I still feel like shit?" You
mm,
are still going to feel like shit. You could feel shit for 6 months to a year, but going for a walk every single day is going to help significantly. So that would be my next thing. It would just be gentle walks. Seeing places that I've not seen before.
yeah,
Go outside the pubs. Because
yeah,
when you're a drinker, you're literally tunnel vision. That is the world.
yeah, yeah,
There could be somewhere a mile down the road that you never knew existed
yeah,
where you live. You could have lived in that place for 10 years, and there might be somewhere. So yeah, from things like, January, February, yeah, I'd be thinking about walking, thinking about the bigger picture. I'll try and get some more some better nutrition in me, because again, if you eat crap, you're gonna feel low on energy. I feel like it after Christmas. I ate so much chocolate, and I feel low on energy, man. I start thinking I'm fucking addicted to chocolate. It's madness.
yeah. Craig, you're addicted to everything, bro. Just accept it.
And water. So yeah, from February, I'll probably start taking it quarterly. I'll just have a vision or a plan. I'd journal of where I want to be in 2 months' time, and then from that, I would do baby steps of how I'm going to get there.
Yeah, yeah, because it's not like I'm going to do. It's not. This is my 2 month plan, is
No,
it? This is
no,
a day-to-day plan
yeah.
that will facilitate a longer term change, but I still need some kind of carrot
Oh mate, yeah.
at the end of January.
The thing is we can all have plans. All right, let's say for an example, I'm going to run a marathon in April. Sweet. So what? So you've put that out there. You've put that out into the universe. And what you're going to do? Just go for a run every now and then. But if you then from that break that down and say, I'm going to run on this day, this day, this day, eventually you're going to get there, aren't you?
Yeah,
Because you're following the baby steps. Or if you want to lose 10 stone, or let's not say 10 stone, let's say 3 stone, how are you going to do that? You're going to eat better food. You're going to portion control. You're going to exercise. And then you make sure that you do them things as and when you say you're going to do it. And then
yeah,
you will achieve it.
hmm
So to just say that you're going to stop drinking, how are you going to stop drinking? What could you do? Go for walks. Take up a new hobby. You could focus on different things. Make sure that you meet up with or go to AA meetings, and
hmm
if you do these things, keep yourself accountable, the likelihood of you achieving it is going to be a lot more than just saying, I'm going to do it, and not do the work in between.
Yeah. It's perfect, really. And I think when people look at, people, it's natural and it's normal to think, how am I going to get through January without a drink? But when the time comes that, people be like, oh God, I'm just not going to go out. You don't have to stay in,
No.
but maybe you go out with your sober friends to a sober
Yeah.
event, so there's
Yeah.
ways you can take the sting out of the withdrawal and the emotions that go around it. Like, oh no, I'm never going to be out with my friends on a Friday night. Get into the habit of, when you get sober, some friends fall by the wayside. It's just the way it is. So you must have friends or acquaintances or family members that don't have a life that revolves around drinking.
Yeah.
You have to start to gravitate towards the right kind of people as well. And
If you
that,
don't, then it's meeting, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, you have to kind of seek out savory, enjoyable, fulfilling, rewarding experiences so you don't feel like you need that reward of a drink come the end of the week. Do you not
100%.
think?
Oh, mate, if you're not going to replace, I've read so much into it lately. I've learnt so much, especially with the the not smoking. It's just addictions are addictions, and whatever it is, whether you have a gambling addiction, whether you have a drink addiction, whether you fucking have a porn addiction, whatever it is, your brain is getting hit off it. So every time you have a pint, your brain is getting a huge dopamine spike. If you don't replace that, I don't know how you're going to quit successfully.
Agreed. So in those first months, what were the things that you did that counterbalanced the desire to drink?
So I'm a really bad example of it because I didn't do the right things. But as soon as I started walking, as much as I didn't want to, because it's uncomfortable, isn't it? Because it's as if you haven't got your shield or your armor because you don't have
Mm-hmm.
that alcohol now. So fucking going for a walk, you might feel like a little pussy, but it could be quite daunting. It could be. It could be,
Yeah.
mate. Because you haven't got your crutch, you know.
Yeah.
But as soon as you do it, as soon as you start, mate, walking for me was a game changer.
Same here,
I've
man.
said it to everyone. I felt low yesterday. I went for a walk with my old man, and it was lovely. Like straight away, it's
Yeah.
just fucking crazy the difference it makes. So yeah, I would recommend walking to everyone. If you go on your own, or if you go with a relative, if you go with a sober friend, talk about how you're feeling, missing alcohol. That's absolutely fine. You're
Yeah,
gonna,
you're allowed to.
yeah,
Don't lie to yourself that you're not missing it.
no, of course. But that will give you a little spike of dopamine, won't it?
Mm-hmm. Sure will. It's it's all
Meditation, meditating.
meditation.
I haven't done
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna do it.
You have to do it. You have to do it. Every human should meditate. Every human should meditate.
I'm gonna start from today.
Problem.
No, I swear down.
I'm gonna. This is. I'm gonna start today, and I'm gonna do it for 365 days straight. And if I don't do it, I'm gonna punish myself
By not meditating.
by not meditating. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Mate, that is the ADHD. I was gonna say I'm gonna meditate today and do it every day for the year.
And if I don't do it,
Fucking
I'm never doing it again.
take a leaf out your own book. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, I tell you what, right? I think with age and with prolonged sobriety, I started to realize that nothing in life that it revolves around this kind of thing is that hard. That hard.
No,
Because, okay, in my case, 15, 16, 17 years of very heavy drinking, culminating in, you know, a mess of a human at 33, whose whole life revolved around finding the next drink. It was hard as fuck to get sober. It was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life by a mile. But at the same time, when I look back at it, I think, and this is the beauty of being sober long enough, like us, and be able to tell people, it's logical. You know, when you're in the middle of it, you don't think it's logical because your head's spinning and you're struggling emotionally and and your head's fucked.
yeah,
But when you look back on it and you're a sober person, you think, okay, what I did was X, Y, and Z daily healthy practices every day for about 6 weeks, and then I had enough momentum to decide I wanted to really change my life. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
what is that hard about that?
Do you know?
But
Do you know what the hardest thing about it is? It's actually doing it.
Yeah.
It's actually it's just committing to something.
Uh-huh.
People just think that or they're under an illusion that if you just quit drinking, your life is going to be plain sailing, which is not true. You you just need to do stuff
Mm-hmm.
and actually do it.
Action with anything. You want to change your career? All right, well, act.
Exactly.
You want to lose weight? Get outside. Go
Yeah,
to the
man.
gym. Whatever. You want to get sober? Act. Take the
Yeah,
necessary
man.
steps. You know what the steps are, because you and me and all the other sober influencers, all these pricks, of which we are
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
sanctimonious. Yeah, no, but there are tons out there, and most of the messages, the delivery is different, but the message is more or less the same. And everybody needs the message delivered in different ways. That's why some people like Sober and Sound. That's why other people like Walking the Straight Line. Shout out to Kate. You know, it's
Yeah.
but the
Some people like
message,
humor. Some people like being straight talking.
you know.
Some people like factual advice with no personality. Um, I'm not digging anyone out. I'm just saying.
And okay, our brand is very blunt, very profane, whatever. It is what it is. But the message is the fucking same.
Yeah.
Plan for it. Take action. Don't overwhelm yourself. And if
Yeah, man.
at the beginning, the long-term goal could be, to coin my phrase, is to get to midnight and just go to bed. That on day one, that is your only long-term goal,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because it is a long-term goal getting to the end of the day without a drink. If you drink for breakfast like we did,
Mate, I'm
that's
not
like,
mate, I'm not being funny, yeah. Like imagine, yeah, 2025, yeah, you wrote down what you wanted to achieve, New Year's resolutions, yeah, and you were like, oh, I don't know if it sounds like enough. I need to do more. I need to fucking climb this mountain. I need to run a marathon. I need to earn 150 grand a year. Blah blah blah. But imagine getting to the end of 2025. In 2024, you had a mad drink problem. 2025, you went the whole year without drinking. That's fucking huge.
yeah. And the rest of what you've just mentioned starts to take care of itself, doesn't it?
Exactly.
You might not have by the end of 2025 done a marathon or climbed a mountain, but you might have the marathon booked for February 2026, and you might
Exactly.
have some of the gear required because you've been going on small climbs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But none of it will happen if you don't stop drinking.
Nah. Just to be able to stop drinking or go a year without drinking or 6 months, whatever. It's huge. I
Yeah,
think however however
yeah,
you do it, even if you were able to cut down massively. Obviously we couldn't because
yeah.
we were alcoholics, but even if you discovered that you could have a healthier relationship with it. I don't promote moderating alcohol because for me personally it wasn't possible. But if you can have a healthier relationship with it, fucking brilliant.
Yeah, like the word moderating, I think it's weird because my mum, who drinks, I don't know, 3 glasses of wine a week, maybe not that. The word moderating doesn't exist in her mind. She doesn't need to moderate. So a non-drinker or a non-problem drinker isn't moderating. They're just enjoying alcohol how it's intended to be enjoyed,
Yeah.
intermittently, low levels, special occasions, not to excess. But it's if you start to talk about moderation, then you need to stop drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll just moderate because then I'll be less of an aggressive prick. Like, get real.
Yeah.
If you're in that world of trying to moderate or considering it or looking into it, it doesn't work.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It's like normal people don't think, oh, I'm going to moderate tonight. No, they're not. They're just going to go and have 2 glasses of wine like a normal person.
Yeah, I've never known anyone to. anyone to ever say I'm just gonna have I'm gonna moderate tonight, or I'm just gonna have one or two, and actually have one or two.
No,
It doesn't happen. It doesn't exist, does it?
no. And the people that have two and intend to have two and can easily just have one never said, tonight I'll be moderating. Just gone, oh yeah, I might have a glass of wine tonight.
Yeah,
And then
because
I've
they've got
once
a
done
healthy
another six
relationship with it.
days. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like when the M word comes out, it's time to get
Yeah,
to AA for
yeah.
or I don't know, any kind of meeting or get support. It's mad. It's mad. It's bollocks. It's absolute bollocks. So like, go for it. Be all in, but temper the all inness, because it will come. It will flow. It will follow you. Like you said, that like the good, the extra parts of your life that you were not expecting to bloom because you're going to not drink, they're coming, baby. You just don't know how good it's going to be. But you got to do the work. And if you do it
Yeah,
one day at a time, if you do it one day at a time with some healthy goals for the year ahead
yeah, man.
combined,
Yeah,
you can do it. You can absolutely do it.
yeah. One day at a time, get through. You're going to have bad night's sleeps. You're going to be sweating. You're going to be shaking. You're going to be fucking anxious. You're going to be having panic attacks. Obviously, depending on how bad you are. But you just need to remember that this is all part of the healing process. It's all part of the cause. And think, if you can get through that, if you can get through addiction, or not everyone's addicted maybe, but if you can stop that habit, you are capable of so much. It Other things that would feel like climbing a mountain before will be a fucking breeze,
Yeah,
and your life will just be so much better.
totally.
It's up to you. Literally, if you've been promising yourself year after year after year after year, I bet there's people that have promised themselves for 20 years, 10 years, 15 years that they're gonna stop drinking. Why don't you actually do it this year?
Mm-hmm.
Like, actually give it a good fucking go,
Indeed.
and stop disappointing yourself, you know?
Yeah, because ultimately, okay, there will be other people you're upsetting, disappointing, letting down, whatever. But ultimately, that it lies with you, and it's your head. Your brain is trapped inside your skull. How do you want it to be inside there? You have to act if you want it to be a happier place. No,
Yeah, man.
it's just,
Yeah.
it's not insurmountable. It's not impossible. We've said it before. Charlie Sheen got sober. Elton John got sober. You know,
Was he a
people
big
break.
drinker, Elton John?
Elton John, drugs, coke. I think drinking and coke, massive cokehead, 70s, 80s. Yeah.
Fucking hell. And he's still doing all right, isn't he?
Well, I mean, he's doing.
What's that?
Well, he's doing. I don't know if he's doing all right. I don't know how healthy he
Well,
looks.
I mean, he's still. How old is he?
I don't know, 70 something.
And he's still doing gigs. I think that's mad.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
he
Well,
if he
he wouldn't
hasn't,
be. He wouldn't be doing them if he had carried on drinking and doing coke.
no,
He'd
no, no,
be in a
no,
box, wouldn't he? So if
no.
Elton John
Yeah,
and Charlie
100%.
Sheen can get sober, and Craig and Gary can, there's no excuse.
No,
And that sounds a bit harsh, but that's actually just,
it's
if
the
those people
truth.
can get sober, like, unless
Yeah,
you're
you
whacking an
don't.
8 ball of coke every day, um, well, so that's what Charlie Sheen was doing.
Was it?
Oh mate, I think so. I think it was wild kind
How
of
the
drug
fuck's he not
addiction.
dead?
Yeah, I don't know.
But no, you are so right. There isn't an excuse. And excuses, as comforting as they are to you, they're not going to help you. They're not your friend. They're your enemy. All they're going to do is hold you back.
Indeed, indeed.
So fuck the excuses off. Start meditating. I'm going to start meditating.
Do it.
Why do you feel? Why is meditating so important?
The big difference it made for me at the beginning was that because I was drinking, I'd never really analysed many thoughts really, because I was in survival mode all the time.
Yeah,
So when I finally started to meditate, that slowing down of my brain every morning allowed me to be more aware of who I was, which helped me structure and plan and execute things on a daily basis. And it took the constant head spin away almost instantly. And when I say instantly, I mean within a couple of weeks, it started
Yeah.
to pervade every part of my day.
Yeah.
So I was able to control emotions better. I was able to like resist urges better,
Yeah.
and it was just the calmness that it brought through me.
So it probably slowed your nervous system down.
Yeah, man, and it took that angsty edge off that normally when it came up, that angst, what I mean, that grit your teeth, like, oh fuck,
Uncomfortable.
this discomfort because of life, because of my alcoholism.
Hard
It
to
just,
fucking breathe.
yeah, exactly that borderline panic attack about life. It took all of that away. It took all of that away. When you also, it's like double effect, isn't it? For the first 2 weeks, I didn't have a drink, and I was doing this, and suddenly I was just a bit more in tune with myself.
Yeah.
Because highly elevated state of stress for so long, like high octane living, high octane punishment of my body on the reg, and then suddenly a little bit of peace.
Yeah, man.
To give myself that peace every morning armed me sufficiently to get to midnight, and then get up and go again. So yeah, it's almost like, just felt like a pill that just took the edge off.
It's just mad, isn't it, that it's not prescribed when people that meditate swear by it.
Mm.
But then other people see meditating as like doing all this weird shit and they just got the wrong end of the stick of it. So they're like, no, I'm not meditating. I really need to do it.
Yeah,
Bad.
the people that need meditating the most are the people that say meditating's for pussies.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah,
the people
yeah.
that need. They're like, no, bro, you need to meditate. Like, be that pussy for a while.
Yeah, mate, fuck it. Oh, it's just, I mean, uh, if it makes you a pussy having a clearer mind, then sign me
Oh,
up.
yeah, baby, I'm all for it. Like,
Fuck it.
where's the pen?
Yeah,
Where's the pen? What are you doing New Year's Eve?
no idea. No
I'm work.
idea.
I'm working till 10 p.m.
Oh, I'm working. Oh no, I'm working earlier. But nah, no idea, man. I won't do nothing. I won't do nothing.
Nice.
I don't give
That,
a fuck either.
no, it'll keep you sober. Also, when you get sober and you've been sober long enough, the thought of going out on New Year's Eve and paying 25 quid to get into a place you normally just stroll into, and it being packed and loads of people being dicks and
Getting tickets, mate. Are you
the
fucking
ticket.
mad?
I know it's the ticket thing, isn't it? Don't get me wrong. I've had more shit New Year's Eves as a drinker than good ones, but now the thought of it, because a lot of people be like, "Oh, I can never go out on New Year's Eve again," and get pissed. If you do sobriety right, you won't want to go anywhere near something like that.
No, no, no. I won't be doing nothing. Nothing. So I guess you're doing nothing.
I'll be home. I'll get home from work at about 20 past 10. Doing the evening shift, and I'm sure Gabby and I'll stay up till midnight, and then watch
Go again.
Watch Jules Holland and go again for the 3,694th day running.
Yeah, boy.
Saying no to booze. Let's leave it there.
Yeah, I'll probably watch the fireworks. Actually,
Oh
nah,
yeah,
nah. Jules. Yeah, I'll probably watch Jules Holland.
yeah. It's been
Is it
pretty
on the
crap.
same thing?
I don't know. Maybe.
I never even watch
No,
it.
it's not. I don't think it is. It's on different things because Jules has like, yay, hugs everyone.
Yeah.
So
If
no.
anyone decent's on there, then I'll watch it. But yeah, I'm not bothered.
Well, both of us will be waking up on the 1st of January clear-headed, which will be nice.
You know.
We are The Sober Stretch. You can find us on Instagram at The Sober Stretch. You can find us on YouTube and Spotify, where the episodes are uploaded at 3 p.m. every Sunday. We've had a 2-week break. We're back. Gary, can be found at SoberNSound, sober letter N sound, on Instagram. All things boozing and sobriety related. Craig?
I am at live without limits _coaching on Instagram, and that's sobriety, fitness, health, wellness, all the good
Sounds
shit.
good. All the good stuff. Safe, mate. Right. Well, that's going to be our last episode of the year.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, man. It's been a
Fucking
pleasure.
emotional.
Yeah. Oh, it's been so good to meet you. Well, it has been.
Big,
Like, it has been one of the most fulfilling things of my life this year. Us becoming friends and doing this. It's been
yeah,
amazing.
man. Honestly, me too. It is literally like, I mean, we do it for everyone else because we know. I mean, it's still very, very, very with me how hard it is to get sober, and it still is now. So we do it for everyone listening, but for me as well. I also feel like it's therapy for me,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, to talk and to remember, and obviously I'll find out shit about you that is so similar to me, which is fucking hilarious as well.
Apart from the bombshell that you discovered in June that I was Scottish.
Oh yeah, fuck. Shit, yeah, so much happens in a year, doesn't it? Like
Yeah.
that feels like a lifetime ago.
Done it, mate. Done it. Yeah. Germany 5-1 against Scotland in the opening game. That was depressing.
Oh my god, yeah.
Well, yeah, lifetimes ago. Lifetimes ago. Safe. Thank you,
Sweet
everyone, for
man.
the year's support. We will be back better and bigger and slicker, perhaps, in 2025.
Yeah. Big plans.
Big plans. Take care, mate.
Sweet
Peace.
man. Catch you later.
Sound.